This video training is being brought to you by learningcomputer.com. Today our topic is Excel 2013 tutorial, parse data with flash fill. So let's see what that is all about. So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to parse or separate data. This is a common task in Excel, and you typically do this, for example, when let's say you have data about a customer and it happens to be in a full name and you need to split it into a first name and last name. You could also maybe trying to get the company name from an email address. There's lots of different possibilities. Splitting dates into month, year, and date. um, you could be formatting. By the way, this is not only for splitting, you can also do formatting with it. Maybe you're trying to format social security or phone numbers, and then possibly separating dollar amounts from a total amount. So lots of different common things that are needed, and typically these are done by using functions in Excel. But in Excel 2013, with the Office new product, we have a feature known as Flash Fill. So, what exactly is Flash Fill in Excel 2013? Well, this is a new feature, like I mentioned. It's basically this will let you split a full name into a first name and last name. It will also get the company name from an email address, and then it will it can split dates, like I mentioned, into month, year, and date, and then you could separate dollars from a total amount. And we're going to take a look at this in a minute. Now, as far as are there any limitations? Well, one thing is that if you're using a formula or some kind of function, do remember that is dynamic, and as your underlying data is changing, that it will also apply as the new information comes in. But flash fill is more on the fly at the time of data entry, so this will not apply as you change the information. But nevertheless, it is a pretty cool feature. And the last thing is, shall we take a look at it? So let's do that. And now I'm going to switch from PowerPoint to Excel. I have a couple of different examples we're going to work with. Fairly simple data here. This is some sort of customer data sheet that I'm working with. I have the contact name. You can see that the information is first name, last name. So we have Maria Anders and Trujillo. Then I have their titles. What exactly do they do? I have the email addresses, and maybe what we're trying to do here is get the company name. So for this one, for the first one, it would be absg.org, and then they have birthdays, and maybe we would want to split that up. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to scroll a little bit to the left. I can show you. We are going to try to get the first name, last name, company, and then the year. Okay, so now the first thing you need to do is basically this is sort of like a pattern recognition. So you'll notice that our first contact is Maria. Okay, so I'm going to come into my cell E2. I'm going to go ahead and type in Maria. So you kind of have to lend a hand to flash fill so it knows what are you trying to do. Now, after you enter that, you can get to flash fill two places. You can be in home tab, editing group, this one. It's kind of hard to see because my resolution is quite low, and then you'll select flash fill down here. Or another option is to go into the data tab, and then you can see this under data tools group, and you'll see flash fill. Okay, and it actually tells you when I select this, it says automatically fill in values, and a couple of examples, and it should take care of the rest. So let's go ahead and click on this and see what happens. Notice this, all of a sudden it took what you entered in the first cell, and it said, okay, I think you are trying to get the first name. And so you can see that we have Anna, Antonio, Thomas, Christina. I mean, this is pretty amazing if you think about it, without writing any function and whatnot. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now, same thing we're going to do is we're going to take the last name, which is Anders. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and enter that in that. I just want to make sure that I believe that is correct. And then, like I said, all you really need to do is you just select this, and it should take that. So we can, if we go back and verify, you can see Trujillo, Moreno, Hardy, Berglund, McCordy, and Rodriguez, whatnot. So those are a couple of examples, real quick examples, pretty cool. Now I'm going to go to the next part, which is basically we're going to parse the email address. And like I mentioned, we are interested in getting, really the company name, I guess. So as you can see, the company in here is absg.org. Okay, that's all I need to do. Another thing you can, by the way, do is as after you enter this, you are going to do Control Enter, and I will write these in a minute. And then what you do is you just do hold the Control key down and E as an elephant, and that will. That actually, let's see, I think I did it wrong, so let me apologize. I'm not the best typist in the world, so I'm trying to throw off Excel over here, but let me try this again. After you enter the company name, which is absg.org, hold down Control key and Enter key. Okay, that kind of activates the cell, and then I will go to the next one and do Control E. Okay, so notice this time it actually did work. Okay, and let me write these down real quick here. So it's Control plus Enter, okay, to activate it, and then Control plus just the letter E. Okay, not all of that, just E to do that. Okay, so that should also work. These are the shortcuts. You can keep those in mind. Let's go and highlight those so we can maybe try that on the next one too. Okay, so far so good. I mean, this is pretty unreal that you can do that, as this is typically it will take you a little bit of time to put in the formula and whatnot. Now, do notice this though. Let's change this in here, and we will change Anna's first name to, we'll make it this one. That's fine. Okay. Now when I did that, okay, if I go back, notice that this thing did not change. So this is what I was saying the limitation is. Okay, but it's not a deal breaker. This is still pretty useless, I would say. And then let's do one more thing in here. I do have some examples, other examples in here with the dollar amounts and whatnot, but let's take a look at the year. So now you can see that the date of birth for Maria is June 11, 1968, and we really are interested in getting the year. So I'm going to go ahead and enter 1968. Okay, do what? Control Enter. Okay, come down here and simply hold down or hold on the Control key and E as an elephant, and here you go. Look at this: 71, which is right, 47, 32, 90, 71, 79, so on and so forth. So this is awesome. That you can do that flash fill again under the Data tab, Data Tools. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to show you a couple more things in here. So now here we have Cash's Kitchen, which is a virtual kitchen that I'm working on, and we have basically the information I have is that I have some menu items, okay, vegetable soup, Caesar salad, hummus, and whatnot. I have the prices for these items and the actual quantity, okay, and then all I did here is I took basically B3, which is this one, multiplied it with C3, so I got the product in here. Now what I would like to do is basically that's fine. I just I don't care about the cents. I really need to get the bottom line dollar amount. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, so now like we have seen already, I'm going to go ahead and enter the first one, which is 2089, right? And this time actually let's just go ahead and enter it. Okay, go to the next column and just simply, in fact, let's try this. Let's go to home. We'll mix it up a little bit. Do the drop down, come down to flash fill. Okay, and notice now in a jiffy it was able to pull all of these values, the dollar amounts in there. Now there's some other interesting cool things that you can do with flash fill. So let's say that maybe what I wanted to do is come up with an acronym. So for vegetable soup I will say VS. For Caesar salad, I will say CS. So how do I do that? Well, let's go ahead and put in VS. Okay, hit enter, and let's give this a shot. So drop down, flash fill, and look at that. Okay, CSHSS. Interestingly, for barbecue ribs, it said BBQR, which is fine. So that pretty much I think wraps up this short video. Again, flash fill in Excel 2013. Definitely check it out by learningcomputer.com. We do have additional information on Excel and other topics at our website, so visit us there. And also I'm including a blog post that talks about flash fill. Thank you for watching the video.